That might be a redfish. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Good, he got off. Seems like it should be around 60-something degrees water temperature, so. Fish up here to where this entrance is, and then we're gonna get out of here. I think we're gonna go try to catch a trout. Oh, there's something. Feels like another redfish. And it is. It's a pretty good sized redfish. See if I can get him in the boat. I don't have my net with me today, so it might be a little bit difficult. Keep his head up. He's about 24. So, nice 24-inch fish. So I'm gonna keep this jig head on for a little bit, just to kind of see if I can catch anything on it without having to retie. Look at that, first cast. Something small. This little white trout. A little speckled trout. Look at that. Little guy. Little guy. Well, boy, oh boy. This is on one of the northern banks of the Back Bay here, so we got a lot of wind pushing in this spot, but we also got the current hitting this point right here, so I'm gonna kind of cast up here fairly shallow, kind of let our boat drift up here. We're sitting in about 5.5, 6 foot of water right now, so let that boat make its way up here and start making some casts. Up here kind of shallow towards this point. There's one. Little guy. But it's a fish. Running straight at us. Oh, he's not that bad. A lot bigger than the other ones that we were catching. So that's a good thing. Good sign. We'll take that. This is basically like a piece of marsh, kind of like a point that comes out here. It's got a big old bend in it, and then it comes out to this point towards the channel out here, and it's right here in front of the boat. It's about 6 to 7, 8 foot deep. You know, it gradually drops on out there towards the channel. So, and then up here, it's like it's a lot flatter, a lot shallower. And that current, whenever it comes in here, I mean, it hits this spot really, really good. So it washes a lot of bait in here. Those fish can just kind of cruise around in here and wait for bait to get washed up there to them. This big flat through here, and it is random whenever you get a bite. These fish just kind of cruise across this flat and get a bite here and there. Some places that are better than others, like up here where this gap is, in between these islands. Another little guy. But some places that are better than others through here, so I do try to focus on them, but for the most part there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of fish just randomly across this flat. They're just kind of cruising it, and just have to have confidence in it. Just make casts, you'll get bites. There's one. Oh, that feels like a good one too. That might be a good fish, y'all. Yeah, he's not that good. He's all right. Not bad. I think he's a keeper. Oh, he was bigger than that whenever he first hit. He might be pretty close to 20. Let's measure him. Look at that guy there. That's a pretty fish. I don't think he's 20 though. I think he's about 19. But yeah, 19-inch fish. Biggest one of the day. Pretty fish. And he absolutely drilled that bait. Yep, there's one. Oh, he come off, man. That's the thing about these topwater plugs, man. You will lose a lot of fish. Especially those big ones that just blow up on it. It's like they knock the bait up a little bit before they actually eat it. And you will lose quite a few fish on these baits. I got this rod. This is the 13 Fishing 7'4" rod that I've been using since December, and I really like this rod, man. I'm gonna catch a lot of fish on this rod this summer on Topwater, because this rod's got a really nice action, some moderate action rod, so it'll load up pretty good. So pretty excited about it. Caught a lot of fish on this rod this last winter, and it's a cheap rod. Like, you can buy these rods for like 50 bucks, and we got nothing but good things to say about this rod. It's pretty light, and for 50 bucks you cannot beat it. Like, I've caught fish on jigs with it. It's sensitive enough for that. I've thrown topwater, caught fish on topwater with this bait. So, I mean, you can do a lot of different things with this rod. I mean, you can even throw a jerk bait if you want to, like especially a bigger jerk bait, which I have done on this rod, and I've caught fish with it. So I just like the action of this rod. It's the 13 Fishing Defy, and like I said, you can pick this rod up for 50 bucks, and it's a really good rod for 50 bucks. I mean, I don't know of any other rod that you can buy for 50 bucks that's as good as this rod. Whenever I bought this rod, I was looking for, I don't like using really expensive rods for trout. Like even $100 rods. I don't even like using $100 rods for speckled trout, because you're fishing, you know, super salty water, and you're just catching all these fish. And I boat flip just about all of them too, so, and you get all that slime on it and all the nastiness, and it'll just wear a rod out real quick, you know. And I just don't like using really good rods for trout because you don't really need to. And so I picked this rod up. I picked up some Daiwa Lagunas, 7 foot and 7'6", and then I picked up a couple of these in the 7 and 7'4" in the moderate action, and these rods are so much better than the Daiwa Lagunas. It's not even funny. But now, granted, the Daiwa Lagunas are like 30 to 40 bucks, so they are cheaper. But dude, for 50 bucks, you cannot beat this rod. I mean, this is a really, really good rod for 50 bucks. I have no issues with the chuck here for the to tighten down the reel seat. There's no issues with that. The action of the rod is good. It's light for a $50 rod. It's not going to be the lightest rod in your box, but for a $50 rod, it's pretty damn light. And it'll handle all kinds of baits. Like this one here is rated for 1/4 ounce to 1.5 ounce. Line weight 10 to 20. It's moderate action, like I said, and zero complaints. Excellent rod. I do have a couple complaints on the reel. The Modus TX2. I do have a video about it. God dang it, man, what the absolute hell. I got excited on that one. But I do have a review on this reel. I'm gonna keep on fishing it. I wouldn't use it to catch cobia with it, but for these trout, it's not bad for these trout, especially if you can find it on sale. You can find it on sale 50, 60 bucks. Absolutely go for it, man. There's one. Okay. Finally, that dude there smoked it too. He came completely out of the water on it. I don't even know if he's a keeper. He's close. You gotta watch it. Let's just measure him just for good measure. He's not even a keeper. He's 14.5, 14 3/4, but he acted like he was a big boy. Another okay fish. That wasn't a big fish. Not even a keeper. He's about a 14-incher. But he had 2 hooks in him. Or 2 sets of trebles, I should say. So that's cool. And he hit a topwater, a really big topwater too. I'm not throwing tuna poppers, but these are not small baits. These are about a 1 ounce bait. I think they're 6 inches long, 5 inches long, somewhere along in there. Maybe he wasn't a big fish. Acted like a big fish. Never made a big splash. Usually the little guys will make a big splash and the big ones won't. They'll just kind of roll on it, but whatever. It's another one in the boat.